Smooth as chocolate. Tommy G. My friends and family said that this could never be, 'cause we're so different, you'll end up leaving me. But baby, don't you know that living in the past, a love like ours, we know it's gonna last. Smooth as chocolate.
I'm gon' speak out, I'm gon' yell it, expose the truth, I'm gon' tell it what it is, what it's for. This how now it's got to be. Yes, I'm gon' speak out, I'm gon' yell it, expose the truth, I'm gon' tell it what it is, what it's for. This how now it's got to be. Right on, right on, right on, right on, right on. Right on, right on, right on, right on, right on. Always on the outside looking in. Never an invitation to come in. Change gotta be made, patience getting thin. Friends keep turning against their friends. So I'm gonna speak out, I'm gonna yell it, expose the truth, I'm gonna tell it what it is, what it was. Just how now it's got to be. Yes, I'm gonna speak out, I'm gonna yell it, expose the truth, I'm gonna tell it what it is, what it was. Just how now it's got to be. You put some ideas in my head, and the books you gave me, the ones I read. Now nothing that you do can really bother me. You gave an inch, I grabbed a mile. I know it took me quite a while, but now you're gonna hear a little more from me. 'Cause I'm gonna speak out, I'm gonna yell it, expose the truth, I'm gonna tell it what it is, what it was. Just how now it's got to be. 'Cause I'm gonna speak out, I'm gonna yell it, expose the truth, I'm gonna tell it what it is, what it was. Just how now it's got to be. 'Cause I'm gonna speak out, I'm gonna yell it, expose beautiful day. Everything's going my way. This is the day I reach out to touch, and I know I'm gonna get you, dear. Hey, hey.
show today. Let me make sure my mic is up. But how everybody doing otherwise? Hope you guys are doing good this holiday season. This is the season finale of the Keyse review. So let's go ahead and we're going to get ourselves a little hand clap right there for the season finale. Yes, sir. Let me see why I'm a little low here. Let me maybe boost up my microphone here. Give me a minute. Let me see. I did play with some of the settings a little bit. Let me see. There we go. That's a lot better. Okay, cool. Hopefully everybody can hear me. This is the season finale. My name is Marquise. This is the Keyse review. And I am in full grizzly mode. I need to shave and cut my hair. I'm gonna try to wear this beanie because I'm a little jacked today. But hope you guys are doing all okay. We decided to have this as the last episode of the year. As far as live's concerned, I think I'm gonna still do some short videos. We're gonna be doing I think I'm gonna do a couple of news bites. I haven't done news bites in a while, so and then we'll get to adjust like some of the other stuff. I might be adjusting some of the filters and stuff like that on here. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this episode today. I wanted to do like a virtual car show, but I kind of decided against that this time because I didn't really have it to where I was going to do it justice, and if I'm not going to have it to do justice, then it's no point of doing it really. So there is some tech news that came out this week, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the future of what everything has. And let me turn up my, look like my lightning's a little dim too, probably because I was doing a chat and I kind of changed some settings up. So let me see, we can see myself a little bit better. Add a little bit of that. There we go. That looks a lot better. So hopefully you guys are doing okay today. Hopefully everybody's being safe, man. Hopefully everybody's been enjoying their holidays and everything like that. And I can't wait to see what comes up next year. Next year is going to be a huge year for everything. CES is just a few weeks away. We got the Game Awards a couple of days away, basically. So we're going to be seeing some cool stuff. There's be a lot of cool stuff that's going to be coming out, and it's going to be amazing to be right there and present all this tech and all these games to you guys. So anyway, I say let's go ahead and get started with the first subject of the day, or actually name up the subjects that we have. So some of the subjects that we have, Ford had delayed the Bronco. So you guys know the Ford Bronco that's come out that I was I really liked actually. That's been delayed. Google is making their own chipset, their own silicone chip for their smartphones. We have Google rolling out higher speeds for Google Fiber in their markets. We have games from CD Projekt Red. Cyberpunk is finally coming out, guys. So yes, I know a lot of people has been waiting for Cyberpunk, and it's finally about to come, and that's going to be pretty amazing to see Cyberpunk come out. Big download though, so we'll talk a little bit about that. We have a patent from Sony that says something about a dual GPU. So, and we will talk about the future. So we'll be going over some of the future techs. A lot of these are going to be my comments and my observations of how the marketplace is going and everything like that. So we'll be talking about a lot of that stuff and how all of it will just kind of wrap up together, So we'll go from there, and then this will be the last episode. So until the first week of January, we'll resume live again. So let's get it started. So let's go ahead and let me change this slide and make sure I got my notes ready. Yep, cool. So we are going towards Ford. So Ford, they had unveiled the Ford Bronco 2021. They were supposed to be unveiling it for it to come out pretty soon. Actually, as soon as this fall, which will be a few months from now. They have delayed that due to parts and stuff like that. So that's so that sucks a little bit, but it's because what they said for COVID and everything like that, and they can't really secure, a lot of the parts and everything like that. They pretty much said that they had conformed to Motor Trends that the Ford Bronco 2021 has been delayed due to the COVID pandemic and the chaos that has caused for the material for the supply chains. The Bronco was slated to come out the spring of 2021, but will instead come out in the summer. The Bronco Sport is unaffected by the delay and is at the dealerships right now. So basically this guy right here, so remember there's two models of them. There's the Sport and then there's the regular Bronco. The Bronco is going to be delayed due to COVID, and it's amazing what these guys are doing considering COVID, but we do expect that a few delays and everything's going to be happening. So it sucks. It really does sucks, because I was really looking forward to seeing this vehicle up close in person, and hopefully we'll still get a chance to see that. But we'll see what happens with that, because this is one of the vehicles that actually got me hyped. This was one where, just the production of the video got me hyped out for this vehicle. So yeah, hey mom, how you doing? So but yeah, it's just crazy that we won't be able to get this thing in the beginning of the year, because this is probably, I would say, one of the most hyped up vehicles that we have that is coming out. And to have it delayed, it's going to kind of suck, because the Bronco, I think, is an iconic vehicle, for better or for worse. But I believe that we will get there and we will finally see the Bronco in its entirety. So we have to wait a few more months for the Bronco, but it is what it is. Ford knows what they're doing, and if they don't have the parts, if they can't make sales and everything like that, then it's no use to releasing anything. So that's the Bronco. That's Bronco news. But if you guys have any questions, I didn't really give my normal stuff. So if you guys first joining me, first off, I should say thank you for joining my channel. If you guys can hit the subscribe button if you like everything, hit the bell notification. That would let you know whenever I go live or upload a video and all that good stuff. I'm planning to stream some games too, guys. So I'm planning to stream a few video games during the off period of the live. So I'm thinking I might do a little bit of Ghost of Tsushima. I've been playing that a lot. I've been having a little bit of free time, not a lot, but a little bit of free time finally. So I've been playing some games, and Ghost of Tsushima is pretty good, man. And I've been playing it with the Japanese subtitles and Japanese text language and the English subtitles. I might change it back to English, because some parts, like, you're doing things, so it's kind of hard to do it. It's not like watching a movie. You're kind of like being interactive and doing stuff. So I might change it to English, and especially if I live stream it, I'll probably just change it to English. But yeah, definitely I can't wait to do some of that for you guys. So, but if you have any questions, hit me up. I'm reading the comments, of course, as always. And if you're watching the video, please hit the like button. That'll help promote me and on YouTube and all that good stuff right there. So let's go on to our next subject, and that will be Google. So Google kind of made a little bit of a splash this week, which I was kind of surprised, because from what we're hearing is that Google is making their own SoC. So basically, SoC is what's called a silicon or system on chip. And what system on chip means that it has everything together on a chip. So you have the CPU, you have the GPU, you have your IO. A lot of times they'll package in like the mobile antennas onto there, all that good stuff. So everything's just on one chip, ready to be distributed for the device. Google has made it out to where they are saying that they are making their own device, and they already got something out. So the chip is going to be codenamed Whitechapel, and they say that this is a real thing and is currently being tested right now. So that's pretty interesting to see, because I haven't heard of anything about Google releasing any chips by themselves, but I'm guessing that they're testing this to advance some of their technology and be somewhat like Apple. You know how Apple's doing that whole Apple silicone thing and integrating in chips and everything like that. So basically what they're saying, that this thing has 8 ARM cores, and will have additional silicon to speed up machine learning algorithms for Google Assistant, which reportedly is being made off of Samsung 5 LPE process technology. The chip is expected to be released at the end of 2021 with the Google Pixel. Google also is thinking about making the SoC for the Chromebooks as well. So for me, what I'm thinking is this. Google wants to make their phones more attractive, their smartphones a lot more attractive. They want to make it to where it's a lot more tightly integrated with their software. And like you saw right there, they're talking about the silicone. So with the silicone, with their processors, I mean, I'm talking Apple silicone. With the processors, they wanted to make it to where it's, you know, more integral and a lot better for their environment, for their ecosystem. So it'll keep more people in the ecosystem once they know that, hey, they have this advantage onto this system. It's going to be very interesting to see them do that. Now with the Chromebooks, I'm not sure about the Chromebooks. I'm not a huge fan of Chromebooks. I don't feel like I feel like they're kind of limited, but I guess because I'm such a power user, I wouldn't get something like that anyway. But it's good for younger kids. It's good for people that's doing light work, checking email, browsing, stuff like that. But for Google to make their own silicone, that's going to be interesting, because the question is, you know, how fast it's going to be. The biggest thing is probably going to be battery life. How much longer can battery life last? You know. How good is going to be the machine learning? Will that really advance Google Assistant? You know, because this really seems like they're going to add a couple of extra things that nobody else has. So this is going to be a Google experience through and through. This is going to be interesting, because you're going to have, I think, a lot of people going towards ARM and making their own chip designs based off of that. So we already got Apple in all their humongous plans, but to see Google now doing it, and then I wouldn't be surprised, because Microsoft does have one. Microsoft have them on their Surface X, which is the ARM-based Surface. So they have their own chip on that they have designed. So the ARM space is going to be interesting, and I'm going to be talking about that a little bit later on in the show with ARM stuff. So that's going to be Google in a nutshell as far as that's concerned. But we're not done with Google yet, because we got Google Fibers. So let's get out. Because this is going to be some interesting news. And let me just drink some water real quick, and let me go ahead and play this video. Oh man, thirsty. Basically, Google Fiber, so everybody has internet piping through their house for the most part. So for those of you that don't know, that with Google Internet, or Google Fiber, I should say, is basically fiber optics directly to your house. So on the poles, a lot of times we have fiber that will come to the telephone poles, but then they stop right there and then come down copper. But what Google's been doing, they're one of the first companies to start pioneering the fiber movement, where they're doing the whole fiber directly to your household. So this is going to be something that is going to be interesting, because you can get speeds that's blistering fast at 1 gigabits per second, which is super fast. Now they're going to come out starting next month. So that's a few weeks away. Starting next month with 2 gigabits per second. Let me give a hand clap for that. So yeah, but 2 gigabit, that's I'm gonna put it this way, guys. Most of your Ethernet ports on your computer tops out at 1 gigabits per second. So to get 2 gigabits per second, like if you have a single computer, you might have to buy some kind of adapter or some kind of card to get you to that 2 gigabytes per second or gigabits per second speed. Basically what they're saying, that the Google Fiber I actually got the slide, so we can read along with it. And let me go ahead and I'll put this one on full screen for you guys. Let me turn this down a little bit off my headphones. They said that Google Fiber is starting to roll out the 2G service 2 gigabits per second internet service in Nashville and Huntsville. Existing customers can get it for about $100. So what exactly do you do with 2 gigabits per second on your Google Fiber service? According to the company, you can download a 2.5 hour 4K movie in just 1.2 minutes or 10 gigabyte games in just 42 seconds. Needless to say, customers should really easily get drunk with speed and won't have to worry much about waiting around when it comes to downloading updates to Windows 10 or the latest mega packages for their favorite Xbox, PlayStation, or PC game. We do have to mention, however, that while your download speeds can hit 2 gigabytes per second, your upload speeds will still be kept at 1 gigabits per second. And then here is the what's it called right here, the speeds. I think I messed up slides because it should have been this slide right here to read. But going back to this right here, you can see some of the speeds right here. And I mean, for them to say, oh, we cap you at 1 gigabit per second, I mean, upload speed 1 gigabit per second is humongously fast, guys. I'm gonna put it this way. Most of our speeds and the ones that we usually get right now for our internet, some guys will be lucky to get 2 megabits per second. I'm getting about 5 megabits per second upload speeds to the internet. So to get 1 gigabit, like, that's huge, you know? So to, you know, and then 2 gigabits per second, like I said, most of your computers directly can't support that speed alone. You know, 2 computers running at the same time at full speed, basically, you can do that for, or you can do you can basically do an adapter, or you can change out your, you know, the cards. You add a card in, a network card, which has a 2.5 gigabyte card. That's insane, man. Like, that really is insane. And that this is something that I wouldn't mind having, honestly, because of all the work I do. You know, I got, you know, my computer, I download content all the time, internet, updates. I want to start doing I already do it with my cloud service with my OneDrive, but I want to start doing it because I have my server that's separate from OneDrive that downloads like all the source stuff I back up and all my important media stuff that I create. So, you know, it'll be nice to have something that's 2 gigabits per second and basically upload within a matter of seconds. You know, like that will like, that will save your electric bill too, because that will mean that your computer's not always running full bore trying to download stuff, you know, because when you start downloading stuff and processing everything, it takes some time, and then that will, you know, raise up your power requirements a little bit. So at 2 gigabits per second, I mean, man, that's a game changer right there. Like, that really is fast. So I would say, hey, kudos to Google. It sucks though that we don't have it in California yet. We do have AT&T fiber, and AT&T is building along the way. So we'll see what AT&T do. Hopefully they start releasing to more spots. I've been seeing signs that they'll have them in the valley just calling it ass. So I wonder if they put it together, if you're going to be at the residence and if you're going to pay for the service, and then maybe they'll start running the lines or something like that. So I've been hearing a lot of people, I've been reading on the internet too, kind of researching that a lot of people just call the offices and ask, and then they'll start adding it and all that good stuff. So we're really coming into the age, guys, of streaming and all that good stuff. So that's it for, you know, Google Fiber. So hey, again, hand clap to Google. Now let's go over to CD Projekt Red. So for those of you that know CD Projekt Red, this is going to be a gaming developer, and they made a little game called The Witcher. For those of you that don't know, you know, a very little game, only one game of the year over a couple of my favorite games like Metal Gear Solid, unfortunately. But you know, this is one of the top third-party game developers that's out. They are currently making a game that's been delayed. That is called Cyberpunk 2077. So with this video game right here that stars this guy who I love, Keanu Reeves. Why is that video not playing? Let's see, why is my B-roll not playing? Is it an error? So it was playing before. Okay, so we won't play it. We'll just go to CD Projekt Red. But yeah, so this game right here is gonna have a big patch. The patch. Okay, if you're on Call of Duty, it might not matter to you much because you're kind of used to it, big patches. But this game, for the launch day patch, is gonna be about 43 gigabytes. They say that the total size of the game that's going to download to the hard drive is going to be 80 gigabytes. Damn. So I hope you guys have space. So if you guys are about to get Cyberpunk, and from what I'm hearing, this game had actually released incidentally to some people from regardless if it was USPS or the store, they gave them to them too early, so they was asking people not to stream the game. But if you want to play this game, you want to make sure that you're going to have space on your drive, your system drive, regardless if you're on PC, the Xbox, or PlayStation. You're going to want to make sure you have adequate space, because 80 gigabytes of space to install, that's a lot of space, man. Like that's up there with the NBA 2Ks. That's up there almost as big as Call of Duty's. That's pretty big size of space. So make sure you guys download or make sure you clear space enough for this game, because especially with the PlayStation, like if it's still got room, it's not going to use up all the room because it's got to record and do system updates and stuff like that. So you're limited to how much space you can have on your hard drive. On my PlayStation, I got I upgraded it to a 1 terabyte, and I got an additional 500 gigabytes connected to it by an external drive just for this reason. And almost all those are filled up. So it's games, man. Like, they take up a lot of space. There's a lot of graphics involved, a lot of math involved. So, and all that data needs to be stored somewhere. So, make sure you guys are ready for that stuff right there from CD Projekt Red. Now, on to our next subject. We goes to Sony PlayStation, and there's some news that came out that I've been hearing. And it's actually old news because I've kind of heard it before, but the patent just, I guess, got made public, basically. So from what we're hearing is that there could be a PlayStation 5 Pro. Now, that's not a real surprise if PS4 came out with the Pro version, and we have the PlayStation 5, which is the regular version out right now, but then we'll probably get the Pro version in the future. But then from what we're hearing, that the PS5 Pro should have a dual GPU setup. Well, using that sound a lot already. To have a dual GPU setup, that's going to be freaking awesome, because I've always imagined a gaming system with a dual GPU setup. Like, I don't know if you guys realized when I started I started Keyse review a few years ago, and I was doing a couple of articles and stuff like that. I just never did nothing big with it. But in my article, I did say, and maybe I'll pull it up. Let me see. Maybe I'll pull that up. Let me see if I can pull up the article real quick. Let's see if it's this one, maybe. Yeah. So it should be this article right here. So down here somewhere, PS4, the future PlayStation. Let's see if I can find it. GPU. It's synthesizer, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Oh, here we go. So I put the reason for the exhaustive history that Sony always trying to find something revolutionary, features that no other consoles can compete with, and include PC, and that includes PC to some extent. I'm looking for the PS Next to have a more powerful GPU, preferably a 8-core, predictably with the prediction to finally add on SLI Crossfire graphics design on board. So basically, SLI Crossfire, that's two graphics cards or multiple graphics cards connected together in order to render video, or one graphics card would do the rendering while the other one does like the mathematical calculations and stuff like that of collisions and whatever else. But excuse me, that's going to be pretty crazy, man, to see something like that come out. Because if Sony, now I don't know if this would be a PS5 Pro, I feel like this would be more like a a PlayStation 6 type thing. You know, I don't feel like this is going to be necessarily a PlayStation 5 thing. I can envision this on the next the PS6, maybe a few years down the road, but you never know. Sony might have something like really, really up their sleeve, you know, and we will see what will happen with that. But for them to include a dual CPU, like that would be amazing. Like, I mean, the possibilities. Like, you're talking about, okay, the PlayStation 5 has 36 compute units right now. So if you double that GPU, you'll have about a total of 72. So that will be bomb in itself. You will be able to get, like, and if you look at this game, and we'll go ahead and blow this one up full screen real quick. Which, remember, this is the demo from the Unreal Engine Unreal Engine 5 that's coming out very, very soon, actually. To see some of the textures and stuff like this and everything rendered, could you imagine having all this stuff in 4K 120 frames per second? Like, right, guys? Like, you really have to think about what this can mean if Sony does come out with this. That being said, the patent is old, you know, so the patent's not that new, but it's been, I guess, made like public. So a lot of people has been responding to it. People have been tagging me all over the place, being like, hey, Marquise, this is why you should wait for the PlayStation, blah, 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 this and that and other. But you also got to remember, the PS5 Pro didn't come out for years and years later. I think the PS5 Pro is like, what, 3 years old? And the whole generation of the PlayStation 4 is about 7 years? Because I think it came out in 2013. So about 7 years. So that means like 3 or 4 years you have to wait to get a PlayStation when all these great games coming out. You're talking about Ratchet and Clank about to come out. We got Miles Morales Spider-Man right now. You got Demon Souls out right now. I'm hearing there's a great deal of people that's like an Astrobots. That's the free game that comes with the system. Like, people are loving Astrobots. Actually, talking about Astrobots, I'm hearing that people are saying that they want a second version of this game. That's, you know, kudos to Sony. Let's give a hand clap to Sony. So to have them come out, you know, with a second game of Astrobots, of all games, like people asking for this game, that means Sony is doing something right. I've barely, guys, to be honest with you, not to really hate, but I've barely been hearing anything about the Xbox Series X or S, like, at all. Like, I think Microsoft shot themselves in the foot. And I've said this before, Microsoft needs to do a little bit more than just Halo. Like, you can't just look at Halo as your God and Savior all the time. You have to have something else in your back pocket. So if a game like Halo does get delayed, which it did, like, you have something else to fall back on, you know, because I believe that Sony was going to come out with some of these other games like Ratchet and Clank a lot sooner. But then after they looked at the Microsoft Xbox launch, they was like, well, we don't really need to come with it sooner. Like, there's no need for it. Like, why come out with our game sooner than we already need to come out with it if we already got a couple of great games in Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Astrobots, and Demon Souls, you know? We got freaking Ratchet and Clank down the line, like, coming soon. We got Gran Turismo possibly coming out within the next couple of months. And then we still got to look for Horizon Forbidden West and God of War, among others. And let's not forget Returnal, which looks like it's going to be a killer game. So there's a lot of cool stuff that's going to be coming out for the PlayStation, guys. It is very, very exciting to be, you know, in this in these environments, even with the COVID and stuff like that going around. But that just gives you more time to stay at home and play video games. So, I mean, I cannot wait to see what Sony does with all this stuff. I cannot wait to see how all these games are going to be, and, you know, what we're going to get next, you know, and if there's going to be really a dual GPU PlayStation. Like, I'm not kidding you guys. If there's going to be a dual GPU PlayStation, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out because this, and for the games, you know, you just want the games to be as good as possible. You can care less if it's like a dual GPU or how fast the CPU speed. Like, some of us techies, we kind of care about it a little bit, but at the end of the day, it really matters on how good that game is. But the hardware guy in me, to get a dual core or a dual GPU PlayStation, dude, this is like my dream. Like, this is like, please Sony, come on. I just want Sony to come out with it, just for the simple fact that it's a dual GPU. I can care about anything else less, but that would be interesting for something like that to come out. So, but we'll see. Something, Sony always got something up their sleeves, and they always got something in their bags and stuff like that. So we'll definitely see where Sony's going to be going with everything on this. So anyway, guys, let's get to our main topic. And of course, this is going to be a very short episode again this week, end of the year. So not a lot of news, but like I said, I was going to do the car show, virtual car show, but I decided against it. I just feel like this will be better in a sense, and then next year we'll do the car show, and I'll get together, because I did mention it on Patriots and stuff like that, Patreon and stuff like that, and nobody really answered. So next year I will be more equipped to do the car show. But we will be resuming back next month for live, and it's going to be a lot of stuff. We're going to see a lot of new cars, see a lot of new technology, all that stuff. So this is why I kind of flipped the script and ended up doing this, the future of 2021, because 2020 was pretty good for tech. I mean, it was actually amazing for tech, but man, what do we have coming out now? So we're going to start off with home tech, and we're going to talk a little bit about that stuff right there. And actually, let me drink some water, because this is probably going to be a little long-winded. Okay, so we'll play some B-roll right here, and then here's some home series, and let me just go ahead and load this up so you guys can read along. One of the biggest things that we're going to be looking at in home tech, what I think that we are, is going to be a few things. So here's the first thing that we're going to have, and this is going to be starting next month. We're going to have TVs with HDMI 2.1 capabilities. So you guys know that I've been waiting for this stuff, and we'll go through the list. So we have that. We're going to have sound bars and receivers will also be HDMI 2.1, and emphasis on more 3D audio. 3D audio is going to start picking up, I believe. I think Sony's going to be at the forefront of that. We got Dolby Atmos that's going to also be at the forefront of that. And to get surround sound like everywhere, including from the top, everything, that's going to be pretty cool. Smart homes will get more popular. So, your Google Assistant, your Amazon Assistant, your Siri stuff, all that good stuff, we're going to see that get it more, more popular. And renewable energy will be more popular. So we're going to be seeing a lot more renewable energy as far as solar panels and batteries. So starting off with the TVs. So this year we haven't seen a lot of TVs that has HDMI 2.1 capabilities. And with the systems out, the Xbox Series X and S, which is more so the X, because the S is not really like a powerful console. It's really meant for 1440p, 1080p gaming. So not so much that, but that probably the Series X and the PS5s. Those supports HDMI 2.1. And if we start to go to 8K, you're probably going to start seeing a lot some Blu-ray players come out with HDMI 2.1. Excuse me. Ooh, I'm burping a lot. But we will see the stuff like this, and the reason why HDMI 2.1 is so important, I think, is because and much more to gamers than anything. If you're doing movies and stuff like that, it might not be a big deal, but much more like doing doing video games and things that's interactive. One of the things that you have to look out for that we have is eARC. And what eARC is stands for Enhanced Audio Return Channel. So what audio return channel, what that does is allow you to connect from your TV device into the HDMI, and it takes the sound and passes it down to your receiver or your sound bar. So Enhanced ARC will allow you to pass down a 3D audio signal through the HDMI cables. Just water. But now we're allowing you to do that. Auto low latency mode, ALLM, that is another technology. So what that technology does is it will put the TV in like a game mode basically, and allow it to give you the lowest latency possible. So that means from the point where it hits the PlayStation, goes from the PlayStation, hits the HDMI cable, goes into the TV, into what we see on the screen. ALLM will be a huge differentiator, especially if you're playing like online games and stuff like that. So that's another benefit right there. Then you have VRS, so variable rate shader. So that means basically how it shades in the shading and everything like that. So you kind of see like on this little graphics a little bit with some of the stuff back there, but variable rate shading. VRR, variable refresh rate, so syncing up the frames. So your TV will run at 60 frames per second, but your console only might run at 30. VRR will allow you to run it at 30 frames per second if the video game requires it. So it syncs it up so you won't get all the tearing and artifacts and ghosting and stuff like that. So it makes it for a lot more enjoyable experience visually for your gaming systems. So that's some of the content, and I still want to do the special that I've been supposed to be doing for months, but it might be a good time that I'm taking a break. I might start doing that video actually. So that would be some of the stuff. Now, with the sound bars and receivers getting HDMI 2.1, so you're talking about basically getting 3D audio, and like I said, eARC, so eARC's one, and then 3D audio I think is going to be a big thing. So 3D audio, if you go to a theater with Atmos, you have speakers on top of you, or you have like a soundbar that might can project speakers up into the ceiling and hit it down, or if you got like a Atmos speaker set up on your receivers, same thing, go up and hit it, hit the ceiling, unless you have a physical speaker up there already. That's 3D audio. That's audio all around you, and then not only just with the sound bars and the receivers, but with your headphones too. So your headphones is basically perfect, and it will make it sound like sound is coming all around you. So I do believe that 3D audio is about to be a buzzword that's coming up here, and I definitely will see a lot more emphasis on 3D audio and how technology forms around there, especially how does it affect you playing the games, how does it affect you playing movies and all that good stuff. Smart homes will get more popular. So like I said, your Amazon Alexas, your Google Assistant, security is big business now in the smart home world. Being able to arm and disarm your house from your smartphone, be able to remember that little drone thing that flew in the air that Amazon was making. That thing was awesome. So we'll be seeing a lot more of that, I think, in this next year, and I think it will be coming as soon as next month, because we have CES, and CES is like the king of releasing tech and showing off new technologies and everything like that. And I think they have the registration period, so I'll probably register, and of course, I'm gonna share it with you guys on TKR. But we'll be seeing a lot more smart home stuff coming out. Renewable energy. So we're going into the phase where we are trying to reduce our CO2 emissions, and especially around this time where we're starting to see a lot of things that we're running off the batteries, we're running off solar panels. Renewable energies is it doesn't have to be just that. It can also be wind. So if you see those big turbines, you'll see the wind power and all that good stuff. We're going to be huge on renewable energy, I think, this year, especially with the advent of EVs, which we'll talk to in a minute. So let me see. Tristan Williams says, I want to talk to my TV without pressing a button. You can kind of do that already. I'm not sure about not pressing a button, but I know a lot of the Samsung TVs will have a button that you can press. You press the little microphone button, and you can talk to it, and it'll do whatever commands you want. You might can even hook it up to your smartphone on some certain TVs and be able to just say, hey Google, because like if I say it like on my Dual, I can say, hey Google. So, and this and my Google Assistant right there is active. Cancel. So, but yeah, so You can, that's another thing you might can do if you don't want to, talk to your TV without pressing a button. You might be a person that want to get a Google Assistant, or you might be a person that want to get a Google Home. I don't know if Siri does that. I don't know if there's a Siri function on that yet. So I know they have the Siri speaker, so I'm guessing it would. But I know the big ones are going to be the Amazon Alexa and the Google Homes, where you can talk to it. So, yeah, I have that, but I'm lazy. Well, we can't fix laziness. But like I said, if you want to talk directly without even pressing the button, you want to get a smart speaker. So the smart speaker and connected to your network, that's going to be your best bet. So especially if you have a smart TV, you should be able to link up to that smart speaker and be able to have that control where it just get doing voice command diction onto these devices. So that's what we have for home tech. And now we'll go over to auto. Get some cars going, baby. Let's go. So we'll go. And why is this not playing? Why is this not playing? There we go. Oh, probably because messed up with the lettering. So that was a user error on that one. But yeah, so there's the biggest thing that we know for auto. Is only one thing that I wrote on here, and that is the attack of the electric vehicles. Man, let's go. So about that renewable energy thing, right? This is one thing with that renewable energy that we're going to be considering about. Renewable energy is going to be everywhere this coming up year. 2021, I believe, in my opinion, is going to be huge for hybrids and EV vehicles. I think we're going to start seeing more EVs and hybrids being sold this year than any other year prior because of where the world is going to right now. We have, as you see in the B-roll, we have Lucid Motors. So with Lucid Motors is one of the companies challenging Tesla, another EV company that's going to be releasing all these EV vehicles and all that good stuff. You got Rivian, you got Lordstown Motors, you got GM redoing their whole what they just got done, billions of dollars redoing their factory just to make EV vehicles, not even hybrids, EV vehicles. Volkswagen, another company, they're saying we're going full EV by the year 2025, and that's across their Volkswagen brand, their Audi brand, Lamborghini, what else? Porsches. I'm guessing that's going to include Ducati, the motorcycle brand, the Volkswagen commercial line, etc. We're going to be seeing a lot of electronic vehicles this year. We're going to be seeing a push. We're going to be seeing more commercials about this. We're going to be seeing a lot more marketing about this. This is going to be the year for EVs, guys. Tesla's working on a $20,000 car that's going to be, of course, an EV. That's all Tesla does is EVs. So people have been saying EVs too expensive because, yeah, EVs usually like this Lucid Air, which is about $60 starting price. That's kind of out of people's price points. But if you release something about $20,000, that's a money that a lot of people can afford. So you're going to see an avenue to that. And no, Volkswagen has a $30,000 EV right now that they're about to release. So the ID4. So we'll be seeing that pretty soon. Cool. So and man, I just love this Lucid, man. I really do love this Lucid. And the cool thing about this Lucid that if you got everything set up correctly, that you can use it as a backup battery if you lose power in your home. So you can use your car as a backup generator or backup battery for your house to power your house up if something happens. The power grid goes down or something. So that's going to be pretty cool in itself. But I do believe that EVs are going to be here to stay. I believe EVs are going to be a big thing starting this year in 2021. And I believe that we're going to be seeing a lot of this stuff, man. So I'm not going to be all surprised to start seeing huge sale increases on EV and hybrid vehicles this year. So that's that. So now we go into some compute. And we're going to have a lot of substance in compute, because compute is something that a lot of people don't think about often. Just get the stuff and work, but what's inside your computer, what's inside your smartphone, your tablets, that's all going to be important, First things first, we will see Intel mass produce 10 nanometer. Finally. And why that's significant is we'll get faster chips, we'll get more energy efficient chips, which means better battery life. So in order to get better battery life, you have to shrink the chips, basically. That's one way to do it, and then you got to optimize stuff. But I think that's going to be big, that Intel's going to be producing that 10 nanometer on a big scale. We already got Tiger Lake, so we got the mobile platform. We got Ice Lake, which we'll talk to. Did I put it separate in Ice Lake? No, I did not. So I'll talk about it now. Ice Lake SP is going to be for the Xeon line, and that's going to be for their servers. And I've been waiting to see something from the server line, because I'm going to be updating my workstation this coming up year, and I'm going again with all workstation chips, because what I got is workstation chips, but these are going to be more powerful than what I got. So to see like a 16 core chip or a 20 core chip, I'm hearing that Intel got a 32 core chip that they're testing out right now for the new Xeon chips that they're going to be releasing next year. That's going to be amazing. PCIe 4 will be everywhere. So PCIe 4 is going to be the connection between a device and the computer itself. So for instance, if you have a tower or a workstation like me, PCIe 4 will be able to go about 10 times faster than what PCIe 3 can go. So that includes your graphics cards, that includes your sound cards, which is not big on sound cards, but if you want a PCIe 4 sound card, be my guest. Maybe it will reduce latency, because that's one thing. It will reduce latency. It will also increase security. And your SSDs will be huge on PCIe 4, even more so than GPUs. As far as your mobile devices, you have PCIe's on them too. So like take my Surface 4 Pro for example. I have a PCIe 3.0, and even though it's not a slot, it's connected to different things like the USB, the HDMI ports, etc. That's what a lot of your computers have. It will connect to those devices, your SSDs, your graphics processors. If there's a discrete card that connects to PCIe 4. ARM will continue to grow with NVIDIA. So that ARM Holdings, so the guys that make a lot of the process or design a lot of the processors for all the mobile companies, they're getting bought by NVIDIA, and they're going to be huge next year. We're hearing that somebody got Windows to work on the new MacBook ARM, and it's running beautifully onto the chips, onto the Apple Silicon. So let me see. I have some stuff right here. Oh, Kevin, what's up, Kevin? What I miss? Oh, you missed not a lot, because this is a sort of episode, where you missed about we talked about fiber being about 2 gigabits per second fast speed. The Bronco got delayed. Unfortunately, Ford delayed the Bronco because of parts from COVID. Google's going to make their own SoC processor for their Pixel smartphones. Google, the one I'm really looking at, Google Fiber, going 2 gigabits per second for $100. And just to let you guys know in comparison, so Google service, just going off kilter, which we are on compute anyway, so it kind of matches up with what we're talking about anyway. I got Spectrum for my internet. I have the 200 megabit per second service. I'm currently paying $70 a month for that service. If you look at it, the Google Fiber at 1 gigabit per second is the same price, guys. Boo on that, because Spectrum should be upping my speed. I mean, they did up my speed, but they should be upping it more, man. Like, shoot, $70 for 1 gigabit per second. I need that fiber to come out here in the valley, man. Like, well, I know Google's not coming out here, but AT&T, man, I need that in my life right now. You know what I'm saying? And I will probably be all AT&T services until they get rid of the DirecTV, of course. But or unless they probably going to upgrade me in that case to AT&T TV. But yeah, he said no, not my Bronco. Yeah, the Bronco got delayed till the summer, so it's supposed to come out like next month, but it got delayed till summer. But yeah, that's all you miss. Of course, guys, you can always rewind and go back and look at the videos, and I'll put the what you call it up on there, the timestamps and everything like that. Kevin, seriously, we need that fiber. Yeah, we all need fiber. We all need fiber, guys. So, but yeah. So anyway, you know, ARM to continue to go with NVIDIA. We're starting to see ARMs in servers now. We're starting to see ARMs in computers now. Apple, of course, using the ARM designs and designing their own chips, and we just seen them with the Apple stuff. All their computer line almost is now Apple silicone, you know, chipped, whatever you want to call it. And talking about Apple silicone chip, I'm making a bold claim right here that Apple shall unveil a Mac Pro that is based off the Apple silicone.
What?
Right? Like, I'm gonna predict this year. I feel like Apple, okay, think about it. The only thing that we have that Apple have not mentioned that's gonna use the Apple silicone right now is two devices. That is the iMac, and that's the Mac Pro. That's coming out this coming up year, guys, in 2021. Probably near the end, probably around this time next year. But I feel like it's going to come out. I just have a feeling that this is going to come out because I feel like that Apple had kind of advanced this a little bit faster, you know. And I also think that we're going to get a second generation MacBook Air and a second generation MacBook Pro based off the Apple silicone, because especially on the case of the MacBook Pro, to me, I wouldn't have released it because you can't expand the RAM and stuff like that. So we'll see what Apple does with that, but I have a prediction that we will get an Apple silicone MacBook Pro and iMac next year. I feel like that's coming. They're still going to be selling the Intel versions of both machines, I feel, for the time being, especially because looking at people test everything, that like Pro Tools is not really working good on the Apple silicone right now, and a few other programs, because these programs, they take years to write these codes, you know. People don't realize like how long it takes to write code and make everything stable, you know. So I definitely feel like that's going to happen pretty soon. Next one. Next generation workstation chips coming out. Oh, so I did kind of go over this. So you're going to have, and something, again, I'm looking for these myself. These not so much consumer, but like prosumer, video editors, musicians, creators. This is going to be big. We're going to get AMD 7nm Milan based off the Zen 3 architecture next year. We're going to get the Intel Ice Lake SP Xeon next year, 10 nanometers. So we're definitely going to start seeing these chips because they're lagging. Because usually you'll see the chips first a lot of times, but we get the consumer chips first because they probably sell more. So that's probably helped funding the workstation chips, you know, and it gives them more time to add whatever they have to add. So we'll start seeing that stuff. Okay, the next line, I'm gonna have a big bold prediction. The new Microsoft Surface Pro will have Intel Tiger Lake built in it. I have a feeling, I've been hearing rumors, I think I went over it a couple of weeks ago. I feel like this is gonna get released somewhere around the summer. I will be getting a new Surface too, most likely. I'm almost sold that I will be getting a new Surface pretty much. It's gonna be between them and probably Asus. So, but most likely I'm probably going to go with the new Surface line, especially if Microsoft decides to go with the Tiger Lake design from Intel. And I feel, and generally in my heart, that this is going to happen. And it would be even more awesome if they do the Iris Xe Max line, which will be the discrete GPU that connects to the main SoC. So that will be amazing if they come out with this stuff. Like I feel like it's going to happen, guys. I really do feel like this is going to happen, and you know, I would definitely be buying that because my Surface, like, one of the battery cells dead, so don't last as long, and it's getting a little older than tooth. I've been had it for about 7-8 years, so time to change the Surface as well. Intel will have a consumer graphics gaming card. I believe this is coming out this year. Like, really, guys, like, I believe that we're going to get a monster. And check this out. Rumor, if I hear rumors correctly, it's going to be really battling with the power of AMD and NVIDIA, you know? I really do think that the new Intel graphics card is going to be so good that it's going to be up there. I won't say it's going to be beating the RTX 3000 line or the Radeon 600 line, 6000 line. I'm sorry, but I have a feeling that we're going to be getting consumer cards pretty soon. So especially for you gamers out there and your creators, this is going to be huge news, because to get some new cards and the stuff that they can do with the rendering and, you know, background deletion and machine learning, even though the Radeons don't really have the machine learning stuff packed down, but the NVIDIA does. I think Intel's going to have machine learning on their gaming cards, you know? So I really do feel like Intel's going to come out swinging, because they're going to want the crown. And then remember, they got Raja Kaduri, who's working with AMD for a long time now. He's on Team Intel. Those chips are going to be pretty powerful, and they're probably going to release it for a good price. And what they're going to probably do, if they release it for a pretty good price, that's going to have to make AMD, and even though AMD always comes out cheaper anyway, that's going to reduce NVIDIA's prices. So even if you're not going to get an Intel gaming card, if Intel releases at a great price, you can possibly see that the graphics card of NVIDIA start dropping prices. Kevin said, yeah, I'll be down with that. Wow, they're stepping up huge. Yeah, right? So we'll see. And then last but not least, for the compute, oops, did I do it? I didn't put in the slide. Oh, I didn't do it right. But fiber, basically it is fiber will grow and continue to be installed in more homes. So we need fiber, guys. We really, really, really need fiber installed in the house. I feel like in order to get our infrastructure really good, especially because we got the wireless 5G, we got to go fiber in there, all the homes, man. And I feel like it's going to come out. It's just going to take some time, but we will be getting fiber. So that's it for the compute stuff. You know. Now let's go over to some mobile news, some mobile predictions. So, of course, we're going to play the... Man, I messed up that slide, too. I got the mobile on there. Anyway, this is my first prediction. Samsung will cancel the Note line. It's inevitable, guys. It's inevitable. Think about what's happening right now with the Note. The S20 is considered to be the flagship now. The only thing that the Note really has different from the S20 is the pen. The S20 Ultra is already said to have the S Pen support. If you have S Pen support on an S21 Ultra, you're not going to have a Note line. You're not going to sell them because everybody's going to be buying an S21. You know? So definitely got to look at that, and you definitely got to see the writing on the wall for the Note line. Now, I've owned 2 Notes, and I love my Notes, but this is what Samsung want to do. You know, we're not going to see anything happening as far as a new Note. I don't think. I think the Note's going to be dead. Honestly, it's gonna happen, guys. It's gonna happen, especially if the S21 Ultra is gonna have S Pen support. It's gonna be hard pressed for me to see that Samsung's gonna create a new Note line. Like, it's really gonna be crazy. I don't think it's gonna happen. You know, I think it's gonna go bye-bye. Microsoft creates a new Surface Pro Duo, or should I say Surface Duo? Microsoft is already hard at work on the next iteration of the Surface Duo. Now, note this year, guys. Let me see. I got something coming up. Kevin says, I like the S20. Yeah, I mean, the S20 and the Note is almost the same phone if you look at it really. And in some cases, the S20 is a little bit better. You know, spec RAS, battery life. You know, is it start off at a higher price point? You know, so we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, Microsoft created a new Surface Duo. So you guys know I got my beautiful Surface Duo right here. So I believe that there's going to be a second version of this. I think that Microsoft should keep this the same. Keep it clean. Do not put no screens. People might say, oh, put a screen on it. No, do not put a screen on this device. You do not need it for this device. If you want to go see a screen, go get a Samsung or an Apple. The Microsoft, this is this something I have not got bored of doing this. Everybody like, oh, you're probably going to get bored of it. I have not once got bored of doing it. And due to with the phone's not that much, you know. Oops, I'm about to drop it. But the phone is not that hard to do. You know, you ring, you can look at it, and you hit whatever and open it right there and talk on it. It's not that hard. I think that I had the little magic, the LED cases, so I was already used to flipping over my phone already. But I don't think that Microsoft has to put a screen on this thing. It's beautiful. Like, it's clean. There's no camera bumps on it, you know? Like, it's just like, bam, it's there, you know? And then when you're done, you know? So, Eric says, somebody excited. Lots of coffee off the energy drinks today. I saw Instacarted. That coffee, man, that coffee. But, yeah, I do feel in my heart of hearts, Microsoft is going to unveil a new mobile device, and with Panos Panay basically being the head of almost everything in Microsoft at this point, I can see it happening. And that's why I joined when I got this device. I joined the next program. So after a certain amount of money, I can upgrade to the new one, because I do feel like there's going to be one sooner than later. I mean, this came out sooner than later. This came out in September. We wasn't expecting this till like November, but Microsoft came out with it early. But I do feel like that we're going to get a new Surface Duo. All right. Let me see. Kevin said, I thought he was talking to me. I don't know who he's talking to, honestly. Maybe it's me talking about my Surface Duo. I love this thing, man. I really do. Like I said, it have its quirks and stuff like that, but it's really no different from any other smartphone that I've had. It's very, very easy to use. Like, I don't even use like the regular buttons or anything like that. Notice I don't have the little buttons. Like, I use gestures, you know. So if you pull up like websites and stuff like that, like, or like your old stuff. So it's my YouTube, you know, like that's a lifesaver right there. Or like the other day when I was with my client and writing notes, HCM Records, I have that right there. Or I can split it up, write notes on one screen, and then I can go over here in the icon shift and open up the other screen and have my emails, or I can go and put my dates in. Like, dude, it's like having a dual screen in my hand. Like, that's amazing. That is amazing. So, but yeah, do not put a screen on the external side of the Duo. That's why I have my Galaxy Watch. If I really need to see somebody calling me quick, it comes up on here as a notification, and I decide if I want to answer it or not. So, let me see. Oh, Eric said, oh, they're having their own conversation. Okay. Anyway, next prediction. Apple will double down on Apple Silicon on iPhones.
What?
So, Apple's going all in. They're not playing no games right now. Apple is like, we're going to create Apple Silicon for all of our devices. We're not going to control just all the software, but we're also going to control all the chips and everything too. Again, iPhones, iPad, you know, MacBook Pro, iMac, Mac Pro. They're going to double down on silicone. Now, what I would like to see Apple do is do a complete redesign of the iPhone. Will they do that or not? I don't know. They don't have James Ivory. I can never say his name correctly. James Ives, I believe his name is. He's not at Apple no more, even though he still consults for them, and they can still contract him out. But you know, I think that they need to come out with a new design. You know, I don't know what kind of design they can come out with, but definitely new design. But we will see Apple advance on the iPhones. We're going to start seeing the iPhone Max with the more powerful processors and stuff like that. We're definitely going to see Apple step up the game when it comes to Apple Silicon on the mobile devices, iPads and the Apple iPhones. So we're definitely going to be seeing that. My next prediction: OnePlus will come out with new smartphones and grow the market in the Americas. I'm going to give a hand clap actually to that, because I'm telling you guys, OnePlus is coming, and I think this is going to be their year. OnePlus is going to step into the limelight, and people are going to be looking at the phones. I'm going to get all this smartphone for $300 or $400 less than the competition. $300 or $400 less than the competition. We are hearing about the OnePlus 9 that's going to come out. We're already hearing about the infinity screens that's going to come out on it. We even hearing that they might have a hidden camera inside the screen of OnePlus. And of course, their warp charger is second to none. I kid you not. Nobody has a charger better than OnePlus right now for your smartphone. Nobody. There's nobody that can charge it at 65 watts except for OnePlus. You want something to charge quick? You want your phone to charge from 0 to 100% in like a little bit over an hour? You get a OnePlus device. They're coming this year, guys. They're already big in India. They're big in China. They're going to start attacking the American market. I can start seeing with their marketing. They're coming. They're growing. They got money now. They're going to grow. OnePlus is coming. Sub $500 phones, sub $800 smartphones that's got the features of a $1,000 phone or $1,500 at this point. OnePlus is coming, guys. Believe that. And the last one of this particular subject: foldables will be all the rage. So I got a foldable. So you're gonna have multiple foldables. So you got like this one with my Surface Duo. That's a foldable device. Is 2 screens. You got the Samsung what's that long name? The Samsung Fold 2. I forgot that. It's like another letter I'm forgetting. I know for sure. But the Samsung Flip Fold 2. That's a single plain screen. And then, oops, I didn't mean to turn on the light. And then you have the Razr, the Motorola Razr, foldable screen. You have the LG Ring flip screen. You got other devices. You got this one device I forgot to put on here. I was going to put on here, but there's one device where it opens up and the screen just rolls. It's like a rollable screen. I'm gonna have to show you guys. Maybe I'll do that for a news bite or something like that. But there's a screen that opens up and the screen actually rolls out to get bigger. That thing's insane. So for the foldables and different form factors, guys, this is going to be the rage of next year. Let's face it, your regular smartphones has plateaued. You know, there's nothing, all we can do right now, there's nothing innovative except for being a foldable. You know? Dope. Do you think Apple will do it? Apple will do a foldable in another 2 years. My prediction. I don't think they're going to do a foldable next year. I think it's going to be I think it's going to be 2022. Let me put it that way. 2022, we'll see a foldable from Apple. I don't think we're going to see one this year from Apple. Not yet. I think they're going to do a redesign on their Apple iPhone, and then they'll drop next year a foldable. Or what they'll do, they'll probably tease it maybe. But usually Apple doesn't like to tease until they're ready to come out with it, honestly. So yeah, I'm gonna hold to like 2022. They're still gonna be looking at stuff to do. So about 2022, I think we'll see an Apple foldable in some shape or form. What type it will be, we don't know. But we'll see what Apple does, you know. That's that. For our last general subject of the day, we got our favorite subject, gaming. Let me see. Kevin says, late as always. Yeah, Apple's always late for the party. Here we go. So, first business of news, systems will be available in 2021. Yes. Guys, believe me when I tell you this, it is easier to get the President of the United States seat than it is to get a PS5 right now. You can probably become president faster than you can grab a PS5. That's how hard this thing is. And you know, Xbox been selling out too. The graphics cards, the NVIDIA RTX 3000 series, the Radeon, the AMD Radeon series, all those devices has been very, very hard to get, guys. And the PlayStation especially, because PlayStation is basically selling out in less than 2 minutes as soon as it goes on live. And I cannot tell you, for the past 2.5 months, we have been trying to get, I've been trying to get a PlayStation 5. I've almost had a PlayStation 5 multiple times. Like, multiple times. I had a buddy that has had a order from Kohl's with a PS5. His friend backed out of the deal. He asked me if I want it. I got cash, bro. Let me know. Kohl's canceled the order. And that gets booed. Because Kohl's, just like everybody else, Target, Walmart, Best Buy, Amazon, decided to oversell the pre-orders of what they had. So that gets another boo. Now, Jim Ryan, who's the head of the PlayStation, has said that we are going to have a lot of PlayStations for people. We're going to have more still. They said they're going to have more before Christmas still. But they're going to really have a lot of them in 2021. All the initial people already have theirs. Hopefully scalpers will not be selling them, so they be having supplies that they're trying to sell, and I can get one for brand new from a store for, you know, $500. This is something that I've never had a system that hard to get, honestly, because I got the PS4 at launch. I got the PlayStation 3 around the launch window. So when Metal Gear, I waited for the Metal Gear Solid bundle because I knew the Metal Gear Solid bundle was coming out. So I waited for a couple of more months for the Metal Gear Solid bundle. But still, it was a lot of PlayStations out there. Even though Best Buy tried to jack me and say they had no more PlayStations, but when I got to the store, because Best Buy at the time, I went to the one, what was it, in West Hollywood, I think it was, and they had said that, oh, we had sold out all the PlayStations, right? So we went up, me and my friends, like, we'll still get the signature, I'll just buy the game or something like that. So we went up, and all the other people already left, and they had a whole stack of PlayStation 3 still there. I'm like, hey, bro, you guys got a stack of PS3s. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, those for people that was that had the ticket. Y'all gave all the tickets already before y'all even got to me, so I was able to still get a PlayStation 3. But PS3 wasn't really hard to get, honestly. The PS4 wasn't hard to get. My family bought the PS1 and PS2 for me. I got both the Vitas myself. I got those after launch though, so those wasn't hard to get. PS5's been the hardest system for me to get, man. You know, been the hardest. And in the Xbox case, I just think Microsoft didn't create enough units because they're not selling, from what I'm hearing, they're not selling as much as PlayStation and they're being sold out already. They have came out with some more stock. I've been seeing people get it. Now, if you guys are trying to get the PlayStations, from what I'm hearing, I'm going to tell you this little stuff, something. And all I ask for you guys to do, if you hear something, just hit your boy up on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. Hit your boy up and let me know if you got a PlayStation. I've been hearing there's been times where you can just walk into a Walmart and they have a stock of PlayStation. They won't not say they got them, but they will have it in stock. I went to Walmart the other day, they didn't have none, but you know, I might try again later on this week. So just keep hopes alive, you know, for the PlayStation. Let me see. Kevin said, no, you said it right. He said, thank the Lord. And they said, praise Jesus, it's a Christmas miracle. PS4 wasn't hard to get. PS1 through PS4 wasn't sold out. And nobody wants the Xbone. Yeah, not many people. I mean, Xbox ain't got no games right now. They got Game Pass. And Game Pass only got 100 games. Say all you want about PlayStation Now. PlayStation Now got over 300 games, guys. Xbox Game Pass only has 100 games in the marketplace, guys. Like, really though, like, you know. Here's another prediction of mine. Microsoft will delay Halo until 2022. Damn. Dude, Think about it. Think about it, guys. Till we do everything, it's not going to be fast. Remember Sonic movie when people didn't like how Sonic looked? It took them about an extra 6 months to redesign that movie. Excuse me. Ooh. I'm burping a lot today. Drink some water. Only one more swallow and I'm done with water, which we almost done anyway. Yeah, so it took them about 6 months to redo all the graphics and scenes in the movie. Imagine how long it's going to take a multi-million, when I mean multi-million, I'm talking about $500 million game. Possibly even more than that. I don't think Halo's coming out. If it comes out in 2021, guys, it's not going to be until the fall. But I think it's going to slip into the spring of 2022, honestly. That's when I think Halo's going to really come out. I'll be a little bit surprised to see it come out beforehand. You know, especially because I've been hearing about leadership changes and staff changes, everything like that. I'm thinking Halo's going to come out spring 2022, guys. So, Microsoft, again, won't have a killer app for the first few years of its generation. Let me see. Kevin says, PlayStation is the undisputed champ of gaming. Yeah. Nobody better than PlayStation. I'm sorry. I mean, nobody should be able to deny it. Some people can deny it. I got one buddy. I won't name no names, but I got one buddy who just won't go over to the PlayStation. And I already know time is ticking. Eventually, he's going to go PlayStation. Eventually. I have hope. And like one of the guys I've been watching, MBG, that I watch his podcast every Sunday before I hit my channel, he was a hardcore Xbox guy. But he said he got sick of them keep on saying, oh, wait till next year, we have this. Oh, wait till next year, we're going to have a great game. Oh, guess what? We're coming out with Crackdown. You guys going to love Crackdown. And I have to blame Phil Spencer. And in part, I have to blame somebody who I dearly love as a leader, Satya Nadella, because they're just focusing on cloud gaming. A lot of the games that they got on Game Pass is old games, guys. A lot of people already played them. And while they're cool, people want new games. And not only that, guys, not only that, have you guys not been hearing the reports that the PlayStation 5 games has been outperforming the Xbox Series X games, guys? Damn! Guys, remember the logo that's out there for the Xbox Series X, the most powerful game system in the world, but yet the PlayStation 5, the majority of the third-party games are outperforming it. Now, they came out and said they was going to come out with the patch for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which they did, and guess what? The PlayStation 5 version is still superior with them after the patch on the Xbox Series X. Guys, Sony just does it right. Dirt 5, Advantage, PlayStation 5. What's the other game that I was just listening about today? Devil May Cry. The Devil May Cry remake. Advantage. PlayStation 5. Consistent 60 frames per second. Higher resolution than the Xbox Series X. And note, guys, the Xbox Series X, the graphics processor, they got more compute units, guys. The PlayStation 5 only has 36 compute units. The Xbox Series X has 52 compute units, but the PlayStation 5 is still beating it, performance-wise. Okay, Leroy stuck in denial. Yeah, hey, sometimes you can't lead somebody to water, bro. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, they're going to start drinking some water. You need some water, right? So, that's that. And my next prediction, Sony will grow the sales of the PlayStation 5. So, expect Sony to start trending on PS2 numbers, guys. We'll definitely be seeing that. My next prediction, Nintendo will announce a next-gen system. So, we're going to be seeing, I think, a next gen Switch from Nintendo. I think they're going to keep with the Switch. Not much info on it, so I don't have much to say about Nintendo. Nintendo's selling a lot of. I think Nintendo actually sold more than the Xbox One. Honestly, guys, at this point, I think they're outselling the Xbox at this point. And last but not least, I predict we will get info on the PlayStation 5 virtual reality. Dude, that's why I put my VR right here so you guys can see right there. I think VR is coming out. I really do think the VR is going to come out, guys. Or even if it doesn't come out, they'll start teasing it next year. I think in 2021. Let me see. Kevin says it's not a prediction, but an inevitability. They're already doing the Switch 2. Yeah, I believe it's the Switch 2. But I think Sony is going to be teasing the next generation VR. Now, I showed you guys in one of the videos, I think of a few months ago, of Sony working on some prototypes with VR controllers. They're going to be redoing the VR controllers because let's be realistic here. Using the Move controller sucks, guys. I'm just being realistic. I don't like using the Move controllers that much on the VRs. Honestly, it just feels half baked, you know. So he said, "Gotta go, great show, brother." Thanks. I'm about to go myself. Actually, that's the last subject of the day. Yeah, I just feel like that's gonna be like, you know, a big thing that Sony's gonna keep under their sleeves, and they're gonna start teasing it about this time next year. So that will be my predictions basically for all the stuff that comes out, you know. So that's that, guys. That's the future of what I believe is my predictions of 2021. And we're going to start learning a lot of stuff, guys, coming out next year, which is going to be a few weeks away. So it's going to be awesome, man. It really, really is going to be awesome. And I do feel like that there's going to be a lot of cool stuff that's going to come out. You know, I feel like there's going to be a lot of technology come out next year. I think that we're going to start seeing a lot of trends and stuff like that. It's going to be pretty cool, man. It's really, really going to be cool. But anybody got any little suggestions they want to say or any comments? Stay on for a couple more minutes. Let me see where where's the music at? The music playing? Or is it that low? There we go. So, yeah, guys. But, you know, I just want to say, man, we had a great first year together on a Keyse review, man, and this has been fun. You know, I'll be taking a little bit of break from the channel, so, but like I said, I'll probably try to stream some games. I'll probably do a couple of little short videos, little, you know, 3-5 minute videos on news bites when I hear something. But we're going to take a break from doing live, so we will resume. Let me see, because I didn't write down the dates. So we should be resuming January 3rd for live. So January the 3rd is when we should be resuming live. So, you know, that's going to be right before CES, and CES, you know, is the Super Bowl of technology, guys. So I cannot wait to see what we're going to get next year. It's going to be so much good stuff, guys, and the Keyse review is going to be there, you know, all the time. So I'm going to be trying to get some special guests and stuff like that. I'm going to try to reach out to some companies. Maybe we can get some, you know, stuff directly. And yeah, I can't wait to do this, man. I really, really can't wait to see what all these companies hold for us, you know. So that's where we're going to end the show at right there, guys. Thank you for watching. You guys have a happy and blessed holiday season, okay? Make sure you guys, you know, eat a lot of food for me. Don't eat too much. You know what I'm saying? If you want to give me a present, just join my Patreon. I got my Patreon where you can join and support me. We have 3 tiers available, and I'm definitely going to be more active next year, because I wasn't that active on Patreon this year, but definitely next year for the Patreon. So Patreon members, make sure you watch out, spread the word, all that good stuff. My tier starts up about $5 a month. So we'll have the Patreon coming out next month. Lot of new stuff. I'm gonna probably do a poll soon, probably next week, for Patreons, because we're gonna start getting set up for stuff for next year. Of course, I'm on other social media platforms as well. Join my Facebook, guys. Make sure you hit the Twitter. I'm on Twitter. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down there. Make sure you hit the bell notifications on there as well. If you on the show right now, make sure you hit the like button for me. That helps me out a lot. So please hit the like button before you log off of this show, guys. But otherwise than that, this has been fun. It's been a great year. We've been doing the Keyse review, if you guys don't know, for 6 months. 6 months of the Keyse review, guys. That's a lot of stuff right there, man. So, hey, here's for another 6 to 12 months. I can't wait. I cannot wait to see what happens, man. So, we're going to be putting on some more content for you guys next year. And we looking to have you guys back. I'll start putting in on YouTube, start putting in the shows and stuff like that. So we have all that stuff start planned already. So, thanks for joining me, guys. I appreciate the support. Again, have a happy and blessed holidays. Be safe out there. Make sure you wear your mask. Be nice to your neighbors. And I will see you on the flip side, guys. We'll see you next year in 2021. Okay? This is Marquise. This is the Keyse Review live. Talk to you guys later. Peace. One. Enjoy yourselves out there. Have fun. Bye-bye.
país, sangre nativo y europeo mi raíz, con cruz y pluma en la mano te saludo, dos mundos soy hombre marginal. Los antepasados nos dejaron un mural de gente blanco y café, rojo y negro.
Esta canción se escuchará en la voz de América. Mi corazón la cantará. Soy la voz de América.
Vivo en pueblito y vivo en la ciudad. Soy campesino y soy profesional. Soy indio de las montañas, los desiertos, la reserva. A mis hermanos que fueron a luchar a tierra extraña por paz y libertad, a los que sacrificaron les doy gracias.
Esta canción se escuchará en la voz de América. Mi corazón la cantará. Soy la voz de América. Esta canción se escuchará en la voz de América. Mi corazón la cantará. Soy la voz de América.
Nuestros abuelos han estado en esta tierra mucho antes de que las fronteras existieran. Siglos de colonialismo, opresión y destierro nos empujó al exilio económico. Y todavía tratando de sobrevivir en este país, somos presas de persecuciones, racismo y división. Nobody's standing up. ¿Dónde están los líderes? Nobody's standing up. ¿Dónde están los líderes?
Quiero un nuevo horizonte, de ahí seguimos pa'lante, camarada.
Este día tan bonita, yo me siento bien. Yo te traigo una medicina para ponerte en el alma, escuchen.